Hey yo, King fight news. And I gotta break this down. This is the case for a Deontay Wilder Luis Ortiz rematch. It's a fight that really um, brought Deontay Wilder's stock to a new level. He definitely raised his profile with this knockout victory over Luis Ortiz. And I have no doubt that Deontay Wilder can beat Luis Ortiz in a fashion that could, he could go in there and make Luis Ortiz potentially look like a Bermain Stavern. Potentially, but Luis Ortiz is a real threat. He's a guy that's always going to give you a tough fight, regardless of the scenario. So, there's a lot to talk about when you want to talk about a Luis Ortiz Wilder rematch. But this is the case for why a rematch should happen. King fight. All right, you know what it is now. Let's take care of this first off because I got a couple comments. Shout out to pugilism. All right. From what I heard, what is the demand for a Luis Ortiz rematch after him getting knocked out by Deontay Wilder? Well, it did great ratings for one. Number two, it's not unprecedented for a fighter to score a knockout, and for someone to get knocked out, and the rematch happens next. Like, it's not unprecedented. It's quite rare. And rematches just end up happening. It could be a situation where, hey, Deontay Wilder is gonna have Anthony Joshua ducking him for damn near how long now? If it takes another 6 or 7 months for this fight to get made, that's like 1 or 2 fights. So Luis Ortiz can have a comeback fight, Deontay Wilder can have a tune-up fight, and they could just do it again. And you could even dare to put it on pay-per-view and really see where Wilder's stock is at on a pay-per-view market. But honestly, Pacquiao knocked out Barrera the first time. You could check his record. They had a rematch. I don't know why, but they did have a rematch. Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez, and literally for the next 12 months, there were always headlines of a potential rematch, and it just never came to fruition, right? Pacquiao got knocked the fuck out, and he was dying for a rematch, and Marquez said, you know what? Marquez is like, fuck that shit. I ain't gonna get robbed again. That's what he said. But there are a lot of examples out there. Chavez Sr., he fought De La Hoya. The first time De La Hoya whooped his ass, man, had him bloody. Why did they have a rematch? I have no idea. But they did have a rematch. Maybe D-Style's got to explain to me this one. Why did De La Hoya have a rematch with Chavez Sr.? Like, did Chavez Sr. think he could do a better job? I don't know. He probably did, but you see, that's the deal. I mean, fights happen. I mean, shit. If Oscar De La Hoya had a second chance at Bernard Hopkins, would he take it? If he didn't have to go out like that on a body shot? Maybe he would. I mean, at the end of the day, money talks. Money talks and bullshit walks. I mean, honestly, if you guys tell me, if Joseph Parker were to knock down Anthony Joshua, or to hurt him badly, almost have him out, and Joshua recovers, hypothetically, and then Joshua proceeds to knock out Joseph Parker in the next few rounds, you tell me, would Eddie Hearn consider having a fucking rematch over a Deontay Wilder fight? You guys tell me. I mean, shit, I know Eddie Hearn would want to make a Parker rematch if the numbers are right, even if Joshua knocks out Parker. If it's a competitive fight, he might do a rematch. He just might. So, there's a lot to talk about. And if this Joshua fight isn't happening, ultimately, if Joshua proceeds to duck Deontay Wilder in a fashion like Keith Thurman is avoiding the top welterweights out there, the top welterweight champions out there, then that's just is what it is. I mean, the fans will have to speak on that, and we gotta smoke them out. That's all there is to it. I mean, at the end of the day, if we're still buying Anthony Joshua fights and he's publicly ducking Deontay Wilder, then that's not a good look for the fans. I mean, you can't support that type of behavior. You can't do it. And you know, I know for a fact that Sky Sports want to make that fight. So if it happens, it happens. I think it needs to happen in 2018, but it looks like Eddie Hearn don't want it, man. I don't know if he wants it. The way Josh was talking, I don't know, because I know he's tight with Eddie Hearn. Both of these guys, you know, plan shit out meticulously. And I mean, shit. I know, man, shout out to Fanon. I know he did this video where Eddie Hearn has this plan mapped out for Joshua. And I don't even know if Deontay Wilder's, and this is like a 3-year plan on how he wants to match up Anthony Joshua. It's out there. I don't know if that plan involves going to the U.S. I don't know if that plan involves fighting Deontay Wilder, but we all know it's the biggest fight in boxing. It needs to happen. And if it's not happening until 2019, to be honest, the next best fight for a Deontay Wilder is a Luis Ortiz. I mean, who else is really in a rush to fight Deontay Wilder? If I'd say if Dillian White beats on Lucas Brown's ass, if he beats Lucas Brown, hey, he might be able to secure a Deontay Wilder fight, and we might see Wilder White. We might see that fight. And if we do, then AJ's got to be next. He's got to be next, man. But anyways, that's just my take on it. I think there's been several examples where guys have been knocked out and rematches ended up coming to fruition. It's not like that never happens before. And for me, that's the biggest fight on the table for Deontay Wilder, actually, is a Luis Ortiz fight. So let me know what you guys think. And it could be a potential pay-per-view. I'm not fucking, like, I actually think that could be a pay-per-view fight if it was built the right way. So E-King Fight News, let me know what you guys think. Smash the like button. And subscribe to the channel. You know what it is, man. Y'all know what it is.